In my last video, I showed very simply the 144,000 spoken about in the book of Revelation will be leaders of the children of Israel when they are gathered, when Yeshua comes back in the middle of the great war from being scattered during the great tribulation. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. Revelation chapter 7 verse 4, and I heard the number of them that were sealed, and they were sealed 144,000 from all tribes of the children of Israel. And you compare that with Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 15. So I took the chief of your tribes, wise men and known, and made them heads over you, captains over thousands, and captains over hundreds, and captains over 50, and captains over 10, and officers among your tribes. No mystery. Israel, when they are gathered, the 144,000 to be exact, will need leaders. Now let's read Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 34. And I will bring you out from the people, and I will gather you out of the countries where you were scattered, with a mighty hand, and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and I will plead with you face to face. When it says face to face, that has not happened yet. Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of Egypt, so will I plead with you, says the Most High. This is known as the second Exodus, resembling the first Exodus led by Moses. However, this time it occurs during the second coming of Yeshua or Christ, similar to where millions of Israels departed, but only 2 entered the destination. Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 31. And in the wilderness where thou hast seen that the Most High thy Elohim bear thee as a man bear his son, in all the way that ye went until you came into this place, yet in this thing ye did not believe the Most High your Elohim, who went in the way before you to search you out a place to pitch your tents in fire by night, to show you by which way you should go, in a cloud by day. And the Most High heard your voice of your words, and was wroth, and sware, saying, Surely there shall not be one of these men of this evil generation see that good land which I swear to give unto your fathers, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh. He shall see it, and to him will I give the land that he has trodden upon, and to his children. Behold, he hath wholly followed the Most High. Also the Most High was angry with me for your sakes. This is Moses talking. Thou shalt not go in thither. But Joshua the son of Nun, which stands before thee, he shall go in, encourage him, and he shall cause Israel to inherit it. Moreover, your little ones, which you said should be a prey, and your children, which in that day had no knowledge between good and evil, they shall go in, and unto them will I give it, and they shall possess it. The children that he's talking about were under 20 at the time they left Egypt. Those are the ones that were able to go in. The Most High sees you as innocent until you are over 20. While the children reached the land, millions perished in the wilderness. I'm uncertain regarding the second Exodus, i.e. how many are gathered and how many will cross over. So it puzzles me how so many so-called Israelites behave as if they have already succeeded. Millions left, but only 2 made it in. Nonetheless, back to the story. Similar to our ancestors' journey from Egypt to the wilderness and eventually to the land of Israel, the true Israelites will be gathered to a land outside of Israel, and a purging process will follow. The remaining will enter into the kingdom. Now to explain the sealed in their foreheads. After these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living Elohim. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of Elohim in their foreheads. While the initial part of the topic would likely require an entire video to explore, I will summarize it like this. The angels responsible for executing the Most High's judgment on the earth must wait for the sealing of the 144,000 in their foreheads. To understand the sealing of the foreheads, we must read Ezekiel chapter 8, 17. Then he said unto me, Hast thou seen the Son of Man? Is it a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations which they commit here? For lo, they have filled the land with violence, and have returned to provoke me to anger. And lo, they put the branch to their nose. Therefore I will also deal in fury. My eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. And though they cry in my ears with a loud voice, yet will I not hear them. And he cried in my ears with a loud voice, saying, Cause them to have charge over the city to draw near, every man with his destroying weapon in his hand. At this point, the Most High has had it with the tribe of Judah and has ordered the angels to destroy the city, meaning destroy Jerusalem. Like in Revelation chapter 7 verse 2, I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living Elohim, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to hurt the earth and the sea. The difference between Revelation and in Ezekiel is the Most High will have had it with their people on the earth and will order these angels to begin to destroy it. When reading the Old Testament, you see the destruction of the Israelites and the final destruction of the powers that be on the earth will have similar characteristics because the Most High repeats himself. Now let's continue with Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 2. And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lieth towards the north, and every man with a slaughter weapon in his hand. And one man among them was clothed with linen, with a writer's inkhorn by his side. And they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. And the glory of the Elohim of Israel was gone up from the cherub, whereupon he was to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And the Most High said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark on the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that are done in the midst thereof. The men that sigh and cry for all the abominations are breaking the Most High's commandments. The sighing and the crying are the people who could not deal with it. It bothered them that much. The Most High put a mark on their foreheads. Verse 5, And the others he said in mine hearing, Go after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. The sanctuary of the Most High had been defiled by the Levites as well as the house of Judah and Benjamin. In response, the angels were ordered to administer judgment. However, before the city faced destruction, one of the angels was tasked with marking those individuals who were to be spared. In a similar vein, the impending destruction of the earth cannot commence until the selection of the 144,000 is complete. At that time, the angel will carry his inkhorn, marking the chosen, the 144,000, on their foreheads. He will be the one placing a mark at them that sigh and cry for all that is done in Babylon, marking the chosen ones on the earth who are to be the leaders of the Israelites when they are gathered. So now let's compare Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 4 with Revelation chapter 7 verse 3. And he said unto them, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark on the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations done in the midst thereof. Revelation 7:3. Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed servants of Elohim in their foreheads. It's literally the same thing. All verse 3 of Revelation is saying is simply the Most High wants a mark placed on the 144,000 before the end or the destruction of the earth can begin. There is literally nothing more to it than that. Who they are, only the Most High and the angels marking will know. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.